I would say that fundamentally the question is still the same. How do two groups of people share the land in a two-state solution, living next door to each other? That's still the same question. I think why it's become more urgent and more pressing is I think we can see that the last 30 years, the years since Oslo, have not been years of success. They've not been truly successful for Israel because, of course, their economy has grown, livelihoods have got better, they've spent a lot on security, but fundamentally, they don't have that real security that you have from having your own state and your neighbours having their own state. And obviously for Palestine, for Palestinians, it's not been a time where they've been able to achieve what they most want, which is the dignity and security of a state. So I think we look back at 30 years and ask ourselves, do we want the next 30 years to look like the last 30 years? No, we don't. We don't want to go back to the status quo before October the 7th. We need to try and find a new way forward where we get genuine peace and stability. So the question hasn't changed, but the answer is becoming more pressing. Well, I think, first of all, we need the pause, then the sustainable ceasefire, then the start of a solution. I think part of that is going to be the Palestinian Authority coming forward with a refreshed government, perhaps a more technocratic government, with new figures and new faces that is capable of working both in Gaza and the West Bank. So I think that needs to change. As to what a Palestinian state should look like, this is something that we need to start discussing and debating. The friends of a solution need to come together. That's the Arab states, that is countries that have a role to play, I think, and can help, like Britain or France and America, and to say, right, how can we create momentum towards this solution? Often the Israelis will say there are aspects of a state they find really hard. They don't want a Palestinian state to have a huge army. You don't want a Palestinian state to have alliances with countries like Iran, but we should focus on what are the things that a Palestinian state could have and build from there rather than asking what can a Palestinian state not have.